Hello dear students, this is Abhishek Mishra, Faculty of Social Studies at Mount Litra Z School Jhansi. In this video, I am going to teach you class 9th history chapter number 1, that is French Revolution. In my last 3 videos, I had covered much of the section from this chapter and this is my last video on this chapter. So here I am going to start this video directly from the topic, that is the abolition of slavery in France. So the abolition of slavery was the major social reform that was done under the Jacobin regime in France. Actually, there were 3 Caribbean colonies like Martinique, Guadeloupe and Saint Domingo. And these colonies were the important supplier of some commodities like tobacco, indigo, sugar and coffee. These colonies were exporting their commodities to different European countries, but they needed labor, and Europeans were not willing to go to these Caribbean colonies and to work there. So how did the demand of the labor was completed? Europeans completed this demand of labor by doing a triangular slave trade between Europe, Africa and America. They did a planning that these Caribbean colonies needed labor, so the requirement of the labor will be fulfilled by capturing slaves from different countries. Later on, they will send these slaves to the Caribbean colonies. There they will work and will produce these commodities for European countries. So how this slave trade started? This slave trade was started from the 17th century, and these French merchants sailed from the ports of Bordeaux and Nantes to the African coast. Means slaves were directly purchased from the African colonies, and these purchasers were going from the France cities like Bordeaux and Nantes. From African colonies, they purchased slaves from the local chieftains. Then they packed slaves tightly and sent them for a 3-month long voyage to the Atlantic Ocean to Caribbean colonies. Further, these slaves were sold by the plantation owners in these Caribbean colonies, and their exploitation was done there. They did work to fulfill the requirements of the European countries, and in between the slave trade, the cities like Bordeaux and Nantes earned huge economic prosperity just because they export slaves from their port cities. So throughout the 18th century, so many people criticized the slave trade, but there was no one to abolish this slave trade completely. But in 1794, it was convention. In 1794, it was convention which legislated some laws and directly freed all the slaves from the Caribbean colonies who were purchased by these French people. So finally, in 1794, the abolition of the slave trade was done. But in 1804, when Napoleon introduced a civil code in France, so again this slave trade was restored in France. Now the last topic is the revolution and everyday life. See, the first line is written here: can politics change the clothes people wear, the language they speak or the books they read? Yes, it can happen. You can see this by an example of France, that before 1789, before the Bastille revolt, people were not free to express their idea. There was a censorship on media. Media was not free to publish books, newspaper or plays for the people. People were highly subjected under the laws of the government. They were subjected to pay different type of taxes. But as soon as they did revolution against their government, freedom was given to newspaper, pamphlets, books and printed pictures, and all these things flooded in the towns of France, created the ideas of revolution and created the ideas to divide the power of the government into 3 parts also. They started living a life that is called as free life. Liberty and justice was given to them, and they were identified not as the slaves of France, they were identified as the citizens of France. So we can say in this way that politics surely can change the life of the people. It can establish the ideas of liberty and justice and freedom among the people. So here we are going to end this topic. In my next video, I will start some new chapters of class 9th. Thank you.